y'all. I'm gonna give a few minutes for people to drop in the live. I'm just trying to give it a few people to drop in. Let me see here. I'm going to direct my people who on Facebook to YouTube, and we're going to start. And then we're going to start, and then we just going to post it. All right. It's my first time using a YouTube live, so I'm excited about this. I'm going to be going live pretty often. I'm going to order me a better camera. So I'm going to turn some more lighting on. Be right back. Live on the Tubi. Let me get centered. I'm so excited. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is exciting. So I just want to, I hope you guys can hear me really good. I'm going to send my followers from Facebook and Instagram. And then I'm going to get to going about what I'm about shortly. So I was kind of giving people some time to hop on. I'm so excited, and I'm so glad to finally be going live on YouTube, because, yeah, I usually go live on Facebook. We got one person on. So Okay, so what I want to talk about tonight, and this, I'm gonna make this a short YouTube video. It's not going to be super long, but I just want to talk about. Um, First of all, I want to talk about setting goals and things for the new year, the real new year. We all know that it's New Year's Eve. So, excuse me. So people are out and about and they are celebrating 2023. But if you are, you know, if you understand what this new year or what the new year really is, then you like me, you at home, you setting intentions, you are building, you are writing down in your notebook things that you need to release, things that you need to share. And that's what we doing. So we should be doing what nature is doing. And this is something I've been talking about, hitting on for the last couple of weeks or whatever. We should be doing what nature is doing. Nature is shedding. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been drinking my tea. And the tea that I'm drinking is lavender, chamomile, and lotus flowers. So y'all should know I'm going to hit the sack when I get off of this live. But so we should be writing down things that you want to release, writing down things that you want to let go of, anything that is not serving you, anything that is not basically just not beneficial in your life, you know. Um, and also you should be at a point where you tired of having these things in your life that ain't serving you. You tired of having these people in your life that's not serving you. What's the purpose? What the purpose? Why are they there? What are you doing? You know, write down the things. I'm sorry. The things that you want to share. Write those things down. Write down the things that you're releasing. And then also make sure you're writing down the things that you want to bring forth in your life, the things that you want to bring to you. Because once you've already released these things, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper into releasing, but once you already release these things and share these things, the things that you desire the most, the things that you manifest in the most, is going to start coming in. It's going to start being able to come in and be in your life, because guess what? Now there's room. Some of the things you can do to share and release is you can physically write things down that you've been holding on to. You could write a letter to somebody who has done you wrong. Excuse me. You don't have to, excuse me, you don't have to specifically write this letter and give this letter to this person. No, you're writing this letter so that you can get this stuff up off of your chest, get this up off of your, get it up off of your gut, so that you won't be carrying around these feelings, these emotions, and it's taking up space. So writing a letter to your mama, writing a letter to your daddy, writing a letter to your sister, writing a letter to your ex, writing a letter to whoever it is that's in your your energy, you know, taking up space. You want to release them. You want to release them. And I'm going to stop yawning, y'all, in a minute. But you want to release them. And sometimes you could be holding on to things that you don't even know you're holding on to. And a lot of times, like I had a situation where I was holding on to something that I didn't even know I was holding on to until something happened and triggered that. And I'm like, hold up, this person got too much power over me. I gotta let this go. I have to release this. So doing things like writing letters, burning them, writing letters, going to the water, going to the beach, releasing it. Hey, my love, I am going to call you. I literally said, let me go live. Let me get this work done. But I'm glad you're on. So things like going, things like going, things like going to the water, to the beach, take that letter and let it float and let it just wash away. You want to be intentional about the things that you are doing. You want to be intentional about how you are releasing these things. Also, taking baths, taking hot baths as hard as you can stand them so that you can sweat. What we have to understand is that everything got a season. Okay, everything has a season, and if you understand that winter is winter, summer is summer, fall is fall, spring is spring. If nature has seasons, then you got to understand that you got seasons too. You have to understand that you have seasons as well. So when these seasons come about, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Meaning, you got to know when to let go. You got to know when to release. You have to know when to detach. You gotta know when to detach. You have to know when to say, you know what, this ain't serving me no more. This ain't helping me no more. I gotta let this shit go. You gotta know when to do that. And it is important that we start acting and doing the things that we should be doing in each cycle, each phase, each season of our lives. So when the next phase, or the next cycle, or the next season comes along, we'll be ready. We'll be ready. And this is important. So getting in that water, taking them baths, doing them spiritual baths, taking them spiritual baths, releasing, sweating, drinking your herbs, writing and journaling and burning and doing your rituals. You understand? Doing these things on a constant, making this making this a lifestyle, not just doing it because you want to bring money, not just doing it because you want to bring a job or whatever the case, wherever you might be manifesting. No, you need to be doing this on a regular. Make this a lifestyle. And so this is something that I'm going to be talking about and hitting on at I'm actually planning another healing brunch. I'm going to make the flyer tonight. Tonight is me going on ahead and setting up all these different events that I'm going to be having, a spiritual event, so that the community, the tribe can come together and we can start healing and start getting on the road to healing individually and collectively. Okay. So I said, you know what, tonight I'm gonna just get on live. I ain't gotta do all this, aesthetics. I'm gonna just jump on and then just go. And that's what I did. And sometimes that's what you gotta do. You can't go and plan and make everything all pretty and gotta say, look, I hopped on, I let social media know I'm on, and whoever here is supposed to be here. And this live, it will be saved, so you'll be able to come back and watch it again. And then so releasing and shedding, get you a notebook, and on one side of that notebook, or on that whole sheet of notebook, write first write down the things that you thankful for, the things you grateful for, the things you want to show gratitude for. Write those things down to the Most High, my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides, whoever it is, the highest source, the divine being. I just want to show gratitude, my warriors, my protectors. I want to show gratitude for what you have done, what you are doing, for the unknown, known, seen, unseen, heard. Show gratitude. And then under that, write down the things that you want to release. I am releasing self-doubt. I am releasing bad habits. I am releasing ill patterns. I am releasing anything that or anybody that is not serving me. So when you write down these things and when you start to, pray and ask for things to come up off you. I want y'all to understand now that you got to be ready for this, because when you go to start praying to be releasing and letting things go, and people around you or things that ain't serving you no more, you don't know who that look like. You don't know who it looks like. You don't know what it looks like. Don't be surprised if some of your friends, your so-called friends, start uprooting and somehow y'all start separating ways now. This is your healing is a very powerful thing. It is very powerful. And when you ask for those things and people and situations and whatever else to be removed that ain't serving you no more, you don't know what that looks like. So you won't understand why you and this person all of a sudden having an argument, or not an argument, but all of a sudden just start you start seeing people act funny. You start noticing people ways, certain things that have been going on, you paying attention to now. That's because you asked for that. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is be ready for what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for. Be ready for what you ask for. Because see, the way you think it gonna come, it ain't gonna come like that. That ain't how it gonna come. So when you start praying for things to be removed and people to be removed out your life, it's not gonna look like rainbows and flowers. It's gonna be healing is very ugly. It's a beautiful ugly. If that makes sense. It's a ugly beauty, because it when you go to let things go, you start to uproot more things that you didn't even know was there. And this is why this is so important. And for myself, I've been in a space of healing and just getting to myself and taking care of myself and loving on me and really doing for me what I do for so much people, and even getting to know what that even looks like, and this is some real shit. This is some real shit. I'm talking about real beautiful, real ugly, real sad. It's real. And the more I start to release, the more clarity I get, the more clear I get, the more psychic I become, the more clear my mind is, the more I'm able to think things through clearly, the more I'm able to create, the more I'm able to see my way through and come up with solutions and solve my problems or issues or whatever it is that I've been battling with, because I'm releasing, I'm letting go. I'm not holding on to things that ain't serving me no more. And y'all, this is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. So you have to have a relationship. You have to establish a relationship with the Most High, with your ancestors, with your angels, your spirit guides, your protectors, your warriors. You have to start having a relationship. Okay? Having a relationship with these ones, because you gonna need it. It's gonna be times where you feel like you losing your damn mind. But what it is you seeing through, you seeing what real, you seeing who the person been praying on your downfall, you seeing who this person is who try to do something to you, you seeing this job ain't really you be it's so many things being revealed to you. So many, man, y'all. I'm gonna tell you now, this is it ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. It ain't for the weak. You got to pray. I'm talking about pray. I'm talking about walk your house in circles and pray. You have to pray. You have to pray for clarity. You have to pray for strength. You have to pray for patience. You got to pray for understanding, understanding, and overstanding. You got to pray because it's going to be things that happen to you and things you start to see and realize as you start to release and share these things and these peoples and stuff that ain't serving you no more. You going to have to ask for that strength to keep it moving so that you don't relapse and fall into a familiar space that because you so familiar with it and you comfortable in it, you can thrive in that. No, you want to be uncomfortable. You got to pray. You got to start learning how to use your words because your words is your wand. This is your magic stick right here. Be careful what you say and how you say it because your word is your bond. You remember how they used to say, word is bond? Word is bond means, a bond means to bind. So that means that every and anything that you say about your mouth, every and anything that you say about your mouth, you have now just bind that to your life. So that's why you don't need to be sitting around gossiping about people. That's why you don't need to be sitting around talking about other people and what they got going on and what they don't got going on and this and all this shit. Because be careful what you say out your mouth. Because like how I tell people all the time who come to me asking me things like, Celeste, what it you somebody burned the candle on me or some, I had to let them know the veil has been lifted, baby. You ain't got to do all them extras to do nothing to nobody. Your word is enough. What you saying about your mouth is enough. So you got to be careful what you say out your mouth because you now will bind that to your life. Cursing. It's called cursing. A curse is two or more things, two or more words, not shit, fuck, damn. Though that's profanity. To curse someone or to curse yourself means you say something like, I am rich. I'm going to make a lot of money today. That's a curse. So whatever you say about somebody, you saying about yourself too now. What you plan for others is what you plan for yourself. So you got to be careful what you saying about your mouth. You have to be careful. You got to be careful. So when you go to pray, make sure that you are very specific about the things that you're asking for. I only ask for what's for me. I only want what divinely belongs to me. Okay? I only want what divinely belongs to me. I don't want what ain't mine. I only want what divinely belongs to me. I only want connections that are divine connections. I only want to cross paths with divine connections, divine people who's supposed to be in my life. I only want people who's supposed to be here, who are divinely connected with me on my journey, on my path, at the time that they're supposed to connect with me. That's what I pray for. I don't want nothing else. I pray for wisdom. I pray for understanding. I pray for knowledge. I pray for the mindset to be able to handle the things that I'm asking for. I pray for the mindset to be able to handle the lifestyle that I'm asking for and that I desire. Because see, one thing to ask for a house and then one thing to get the house. But can you maintain the house? Don't be out here manifesting things and you ain't manifesting the means to keep this thing going for yourself. So that is something that you got to understand. I want y'all to know when you start tapping in into your healing and you tapping in into who you was, understand that shit get real. this shit get real, and it get real nasty, and it starts revealing people who you would never think in a million years that would do something to you or harm you or prey on you, but they doing it. So when you start to ask for this revealing and you start to ask to have things and people remove, I want you to stand firm and I want you to be strong and do not back down. Keep going on your journey. Keep going and tapping in within yourself and keep elevating and keep growing. No matter who you lose, no matter what you lose, keep going. Because as long as you don't use you, as long as you don't lose you, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters because losing yourself is one of the hardest things to do. It's one of the hardest things to do. Having to find yourself, having to find out who you are, find yourself again, tap back into you, get back in your mojo. That's challenging. And some people don't never get back in. Some people don't never tap back into who they is. Never. And speaking of tap in, so I have a radio show now. It's called Tap In with Mama Rose. I'm gonna put it inside the chat. It's called Tap In with Mama Rose, and it's on wdrbmedia.com, and it airs wdrbmedia.com, and it airs every Sunday. Child, what kind of way this is? I just spell so airs. I'll just put this in here and then I'll tell y'all about it. Every Sunday, 12 noon, and that's Eastern time. All right. So, and then I'm gonna let y'all know you can listen on wdrbmedia.com. Also, you can listen on iHeartRadio. You also can listen on Apple Music. And you also can listen on Streamer app. A couple of ways you can listen. Okay, so yes, so I have a radio show, WDRB radio show. It is a nonprofit radio show. It is online, and also you can listen on these other platforms, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Streamer app, and it's also on YouTube too. My show is Tap In with Mama Rose. It airs every Sunday at 12 noon, and it's a talk show. So basically, it's a talk show. I'll be talking about the same things about healing and tapping into different things. I do have slots for interviews. I can do interviews if you would like your business promoted. I can do a commercial for you. You can do an interview, you can do commercials, you can come in, you can have your commercial played how much ever times a month. I mean 4 times a month or one time, whatever it is. We can talk about how that works. But so yeah, basically, so have your advertisement on the radio. It's pretty dope. It is a radio station. They work with pretty much the likes of everybody, celebrities, locals, everybody, the community. They provide, but for their radio show, excuse me, the talk radio show, they have over 100 radio stations with independent artists and entrepreneurs. Okay, and I ended up landing me a spot, and I'm excited about it. I'm so excited. It's so dope. So yes, so I will have next week Sunday. It will be I have a show dropping, interviewing the lovely Queena from SKR Solutions. So I interviewed her. So it'll be dropping next Sunday, and I'm super excited. So if you are interested or anything, you want to do an interview or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about is about the retreats that I have coming up. I think we're going to have a retreat. Well, I know we're going to have a retreat. If not in the end of March, it's going to be the beginning of April. It's going to be a healing retreat. I'm excited about that. I'm also going to do another healing brunch in February. If you didn't make it to the last healing brunch, you don't want to miss this healing brunch. It's going to be beautiful, loving, and I cannot wait. I'm excited. So I know that you guys, I don't know if um, anybody knows, but I'm in this space where I am transitioning from behind the chair. And this is something that I have not been talking about on a social media platform thoroughly like that because it's kind of like a bittersweet thing for me. However, I got to do what I have to do. Doing hair, I've been braiding hair since I was 12 years old, and it has been one of the most rewarding, wonderful serving jobs that I've ever had. And actually, it's really not a job. So it's actually a passion of mine. I really love it. I love to create with my hands. I love to be able to make women feel beautiful and make them feel good about themselves. And this has been a very bittersweet um, situation for me. I don't have a problem with detaching. Um, it's actually a transition that's happening, and I'm very excited about the Transition. I'm looking forward to see what the universe has in store for me. And I'm already in the space where I'm a doula, I'm delivering babies, I'm helping women, I'm loving on women, I'm healing, I'm bringing forth life. I'm helping women and y'all, I ain't never felt how I feel because I now know my purpose. I found out my purpose through doing heal. I've been healing for years and didn't even know it. I didn't even know that's what I was doing. I didn't know that me being a listening ear to women who want to, tell me their woes and whatever it is they got going on. And then I'm sitting here and I'm offering them advice and I'm speaking life into them. And they just looking at me like, I never thought about it like that. And I'm just sitting here saying to myself, like, I'm just, whole time it wasn't even me talking. It was me talking, but it was spirit talking to them. And I started to realize that my purpose is to heal with my voice. My purpose is to heal with my hands. I found out what my purpose was through doing here. Now, let me tell you how deep this thing has gotten for me. The hair is a part of the nervous system. Your hair, they can get a piece of your hair and do a DNA sample. What is DNA? Information. Okay. In order for hair to grow, there has to be a flow of blood. What is blood? DNA, information, right? Um, Later on in my career, I realized that I could not service everybody. At first, I thought it was just, I don't want to deal with rude customers. You know, because some people they real rude, they attitude real funky, and I had gotten to a space in my career where like my business was really working for me to the point where I wasn't kissing, well, not kissing ass, but I wasn't putting up with any old, I didn't have to put up with any old thing just to keep the sale. You know, y'all know how we do when, when we don't know our worth. So I thought that when I would tell clients, unfortunately, I won't be able to service you no more. I thought it was just because solely that they just had funky attitude. They were rude. They were nasty. That was definitely a part of it. But as I got deeper into my spirituality and I got deeper into my healing and deeper into why I go through the things I go through, why I'm suffering the way I was suffering, I realized, I realized that I can put my hand on somebody here. And sometimes, depending on how tuned in I am on that particular day, sometimes I can see things about them. I always feel things about clients. Sometimes I can hear previous conversations. Sometimes I'm so in tune, y'all, and I know it may sound crazy, but our ear holds information. And I'm just sitting here saying to myself, like, Spirit got a funny way of working because I thought that I was separating myself from people who was just nasty whole time. It was, of course, an energy exchange that my spirit was like, no, 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 we ain't doing that. And so it's gotten to the point where I realized that I really, I really don't want to service people who ain't working on themselves. If you ain't working on your healing, I really don't want to. I don't really want to serve you. I don't want to serve you. I don't want to really. I really don't want to. I don't really want to be in your space. I damn sure don't want my hands to touch your hip. Let me tell y'all something. Man, somebody come to the shop, right? She come for a consultation. And this is where I really came to the realization. This is where I really start to figure this out. Because I had already been having these thoughts. But sometimes when you don't trust in yourself, you have to continuously go through the same pattern, the same situation, the same play over and over and over until you get it, right? Homegirl come in the shop for a consultation. First of all, she had already irritated me because I was already irritated because I need to come out of the shop. Spirit was calling for me to come out the shop. Time for you to go in isolation. You need to get out the shop. Because I was irritated. I was aggy. I was not nice. I was just not in the right space. Okay? Homegirl come in the shop. First of all, on my website, it says, book a consultation if you suffer with alopecia or scalp issues, balding, so forth. She come in the shop with a head full of hair, edges and all. So when she booked, so now I'm looking at her like, when I asked her, I said, hey, how you doing? My seat, what we're gonna have to understand is your spirit be disturbed before you do, your physical. Because spirit can see what you physically can't see. And spirit can read what you might not pick up on quickly. So if you immediately get irritated with somebody, that is your spirit. that's irritated. So I was irritated by this girl quickly, right? Because you ain't even read. Because why you in here for a consultation with a head full of hair, for a head full of hair? I confused. Whatever. So we get to talking. So I said, okay, honey, so what exactly would you like done? Because I see you got a head full of hair, you got all your edges. I'm just trying to figure out why you book a consultation. Did you read the site? Yeah, I read it. I said, so did you see that it said that you that to book the for the consultation you have to have these certain things. I don't do consultations for new clients just because you're a new client. If you're a new client and at the time I'm accepting new clients, come on in, sugar. I already have the rules laid down. You have to be natural. You have to have if you have a relaxer and you transitioning, then it has to be with you have to have had at least 4 inches of new growth. I already got all these things listed so that way if you are a new client and you just read it, you can just come in if you fit the requirements. So I'm having this conversation with her and she was like, well, I booked the consultation because every time I go to another stylist they say I got too much hair. I say okay. So what is it would you like to get done? What is it that you wanting to know if you're able to get done? Well, I want to do starter locks, but I don't want to start at the ugly stage. So I'm like, so what's the ugly stage? I don't want to go to. I said, what's the ugly stage? You know, I said, no, I don't. Well, I don't want it to be short. I said, listen, I said, do you understand the spiritual aspect of locks? Do you know where and why locks came about? Do you understand what you about to do? She was like, well, I just want to lock it out, but I want to add extensions on. And she said, because I already don't like how I look um with my hair out. So I know I'm not gonna like how I look with starter locks. So I was so irritated. Uh she was like, she just started talking, yeah, because I'm going on a cruise and this, that, and the third. I said, so you going on a cruise? I said, are you vaccinated? She said, yeah. I said, so you didn't read my website because I don't accept vaccinated clients. For my reasons. I'll explain it if I want to. And if not, I won't. I mean, I don't anywho. That saved the day. Because I'm in the space where I don't want to service women who don't like how they look without weave. That is a internal issue that may have layer upon layer upon layer of uprooting. And I don't got time. Because what's going to happen is me being a healer, you're going to sit in my chair. I'm going to put my hand in your head. And I'm immediately, spirit going to immediately start talking to you. No. You know why I don't do that? Because it's not going to be an equal exchange. It ain't going to be no give and take. And granted, you can definitely book for a Reiki healing. You can book for a spiritual advising. You can have a sit down, but that's a different space. That's a different space because now I'll be dressed. I'll be adorned. I'll be in a spiritual headspace to receive what it is you about to dump on me. But when I do in here, it's a lot. And I realized I'm putting my hand. And my friend, my sister, Courtney told me, Courtney, you tell me this. You see, girl, you gotta be careful. You putting your hand in them girl head. And them girl going through all kind of shit. and they ain't working on themselves. They not working on themselves. They are not working on themselves. They ain't working on themselves. Half of them don't even know where to begin. Half of them don't even know where to start. And this is why I need to be walking in my purpose. And this is why I need to be a voice for the community. This is why I need to tap in all the way into my healing, because people need me more for healing than they need me for a hairstyle. We have to get to this point, women, Black women, where you could be beautiful without any extra things. These are adornments. These are to enhance. I told her, I said, "Oh, I won't be able to service you anyway, honey." I was saved by the bell. I don't wanna be with ones who ain't working on themselves. I'm not going to be. It ain't about what I want. It's not what I'm not going to do. I ain't doing that no more. Because it ain't fair. Not to me. I can't be coming here lifting you up, loving on you, giving you words, speaking life into you, and you ain't doing that back to me? No. Nah. I ain't gonna be able to do that. Oh no. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Work on you. Work on you. Work on yourself. Love on yourself. This is what we gotta do, y'all. Women, this is what we gotta do. Love on you. Going to get your hair fixed and your nails done is cool. That's pretty. That's whatever. But that ain't no real self-care. You gotta tap in. You gotta tap in. You gotta get up in ya. Get up in your heart. Get up in your womb. Get up in your mind. Get up into your sight so you can see things that are hidden in plain sight. You know? Okay, so it's not just me. I needed this. I love doing massages, but spirit won't allow me to lay hands on. I'm telling you, because that's an exchange. It's an exchange, y'all. I mean, and the exchange be so heavy. It be so heavy. And when you do these services, honey, as a massage therapist, and anybody who do any kind of healing, that's why we wrap our heads. That's why we wrap our heads and we wear all white. Because white reflects. It doesn't absorb. Reflects. So it's bouncing off of you. Wear your white. Wrap your head. Wear your white. So that people who come for healing, when you laying on the hands, when you speaking life, when you touching, when you in the aura, you in their space, you in their presence. Every and anything that they battling, anything that they going through, and whatever it is that they got going on, you don't even know what they carrying, wherever karma whooping their ass, wherever they got going on, it won't be transferred to you. Wear your white. Wrap your head. Wrap it up. Wear your white and wrap your head so that you will not be walking around with other people's shit. Other people's energy that doesn't attach itself. See, energy don't die. It transfers. It jumps. Even much hugging people, rubbing people, shaking people's hand and all this yeah. No. You can't hug everybody. You can't shake everybody's hand. You gotta learn how to see before you see. All right. So I'm going to be going live on YouTube from now on. I am not fooling out with Facebook no more. Facebook be having too much rules, and I ain't got time for that. We got messages we gotta get out, so y'all can catch me on YouTube. I'm gonna get a day where I go live every week on that day. So stick with me. But for now, just know I'm gonna go live. And before I go live, I'm gonna make sure I always go and let y'all know on my social media handles where you could find me. Well, when I'm gonna go live on YouTube, so that way you guys can make sure that if you want to attend class, because we will be in class. If you want to attend class, that you have your notebooks and your pen and all of this ready. We do have yoga tomorrow. Yoga is at its limit. It is an exclusive private location. It's bonfire yoga. It's gonna be lit. I'm super excited. So I'm going to start doing yoga on YouTube as well. I'm gonna just start uploading my videos because I have so much content and doing hair. That's all I got to say. Cause I love it, but takes so much of my time. I gotta be healed. I got to heal me. I got to heal me. And that's the space I'm in. And so I'm definitely going to save this. I'm definitely going to post this so you guys, so anybody who caught it at the end can be able to go back and watch it. If anybody who ever follow me on Facebook, my lives get really spicy. I wasn't as spiced up tonight, but I'm just coming to let y'all know that this is where it's going to be. This is where y'all can find me and the things that I'm talking about. I was trying to find all my lives on Facebook so that I could bring it to YouTube. But of course, Facebook hijacked a lot of my lives. So I think I might just go back and stream record a lot of them and then put it on YouTube. I don't know. But this is where you can find me on YouTube Live from now on. Not Facebook. I still post on Facebook, still post on social media. I am on TikTok. I do have my Healing with Mama Rose website. Um, so yeah, this is going to be the platform that we use, y'all, because we had to start getting these messages out. And granted, there's a lot of people out getting a lot of messages out, but we all need to hear from everybody. If you got something to say, make sure you putting it out. If you got something to talk about it. If you want to raise people up, if you want to, whatever it is you want to do, just go for it. Just go for it and pray for the strength and pray for the abilities and the knowledge that if it doesn't work out how you plan for it to work out, just take the lesson and keep it moving. Just keep continuing to walk and do what you need to do. Okay? Because we are at a space and at a time now where we raising ourselves up, we raising each other up. We are literally shifting. It's a shift happening, and we sitting here and we watching it. We watching it, and some people are so into this world. They into this world. They into social media heavily. They into the celebrity things. They into that. They not even understand that shit about to get real. I mean, real, real. What are you doing? Do you know how to fast? Have you ever fast? Are you drinking your herbs? Are you planting your food? Are you collecting water, rainwater? Are you collecting any type of water, bottles of water on top of water, seeds? See, it might come a time where you can't walk in the grocery store. What are you doing? What are you focusing on? Are you reading? Come on, y'all. I'm about to go make me some more tea, read my book, get my journaling on before I hit the sack. Because this is still 2022, if that's the real year for me. And will be until March. But I definitely am going to set some intentions tonight because the energy is high because everybody think that this is the new year. So since everybody in the world think this is the new year, you think I ain't gonna use this energy? I'm definitely going to use this energy. And I'm going to write things down in my journal that I'm going to bring forth and manifest and release as well. hmm I'm going to bring things in this. Oh, yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tapping in with Mama Rose Doula. I am Mama Rose, and I am definitely going to be signing off right now because my herbs got me feeling nice. And if you guys want this blend, I will have it on my website because I think everybody should have a taste of this. I have you in your zone, feeling nice and mellow, relaxed. As y'all can see that my eyes done. This is a really good blend. But anywho, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys, peace and get going and start on the things that you need to start on. And go ahead and start releasing and sharing things that people who ain't serving you no more. Just go ahead and let it go. Just whatever you got to do to let it go. Cry, scream, kick, fight, whatever it is you got to do. Let that shit go move away. Wherever it is, quit your job, wherever it is you got to do. Run away. It don't matter. Whatever you got to do what you got to do. Peace.